not miss this. Now on Wendy.
Hi, I'm Derek J.
And I'm Jason Griggers, and we're from Atlanta, Georgia, and this is the Wendy Williams Show.
On today's show, from the new movie Good Hair, actor and comedian Chris Rock and actress Nia Long, and hot topics about Dr. Phil and Prince's new girlfriend. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? Derek J. and Jason Griggers are two of the hairstylists from Atlanta in this movie, Good Hair. They compete against each other and some other hairstylists in the Bronner Brothers hair competition. Derek, how do you prepare for a competition?
I get facials and...
Well, I've seen the movie, so yes.
But like for me, the most important thing is my boots or my shoes I'm gonna wear.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
you know,
honey.
a little peep toe for you, darling.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little toe art on this big toe too.
Yes.
You know, I got a little something going on, bro.
He's with peep toes. And Jason, you and I have something in common because you get ready for the competition the way I like to get ready for life.
My face stays shut up.
Yes, yes. You got a little Juvederm, Restylane, Botox. Yes. And you were as red as a strawberry afterwards. But it's still working very well. You look terrific. I'm so glad that you all are here.
I'm happy to be here.
We'll talk throughout the show. You know, Chris and Nia are here as well. So everybody, they're going to have a seat. I know about this movie. We'll talk throughout Hot Topics. It's time for Hot Topics. It's Friday! Oh, I'm so glad also. So after seeing the movie, and I could never tell who wins hair competition or what, but I must say that if you don't know anything about hair shows, you'll learn a lot by going to see this movie, Good Hair. They are a lot of Cirque du Soleil meets very fast hair stuff and a lot of fierce competition. I like the way it was going down, and you know, everybody who watches Housewives of Atlanta, you know, Derek J is you're doing the hairline with Kim.
Yes.
The wig line.
Yes.
And you also are responsible for Nene's short haircut.
Yes.
That a lot of us thought was a wig originally. We didn't know.
Yes, no, that's her.
Are those pieces in there?
And which one?
In Nene's short hair.
Yes, there's pieces in her short hair.
See.
But because she people say it's glued in. It's not glued in. It's not glued, it's sewed in.
A mere technicality.
I mean, but it bothers her that people say it's glued in. It's a sew-in. She don't wear glue in her hair.
Really?
Yeah, it bothers her.
And then for Jason, everybody, first of all, the entire studio audience saw, we got a sneak peek of Good Hair. You guys had a good time? Good movie, right? A documentary, and you know, in true Chris fashion, he taught us something, but it also made us laugh. And for those of us raised in black households, it was just a trip back home to the old times. Good hair, bad hair. Jason, I think a lot of people were surprised about you. I certainly was when I saw the documentary. Jason specializes in black hair. And I think that a lot of times, what's the reaction that you get when people come in the salon, they say, I want my hair done, and then you pop out? Black girls.
Initially, they were a little shocked and a little hesitant, but now they are beating the door off the hinges.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You're both as cute as you want to be. Very cute. So, you guys, I wanted to share some of my photos throughout the years. I will not be taking my wig off. However, I do have pictures because people often wonder, well, what's under here? And by the way, I'll also be answering that question about have I gotten a nose job, because I get that all the time. I didn't know that my nose looked nose job worthy. But anyway, let's take a look at me when I was 10 years old. That was me at 10. I still very much think I look like that same girl. In my house, it was called to wear your hair loose, and my mother wanted me to wear my hair loose for any pictures. That is no perm. I've never gotten a perm. I have, I guess, what people would call in black households good hair, my natural hair. But I'm going to explain to you what I think good hair is in a moment. This is what I grew up learning, though, and that is. You just take the ballies out, the things with my pigtails, and so there's the wave, and put a lot of Vitapoint or bergamot on it, and go to school and take your picture. That was Wendy, 5th grade. Let me show you another picture of me in 5th grade. This is me running away from home. Because I'm 10 years old, you know, and I'm suffering. No, I'm not running away from home. I'm like going to a sleepover or something like that. But this is how I normally would wear my hair at 10. I was able to fashion what I called the ballies and twist it all the way down and put the things in. So my hair was quite long, you know, as a young girl. And the grade of it, like I said, it was wash and go, and not wash and go and it would dry straight, but wash and go and it would dry wavy. But once I put my ballies in, anyway, it was good hair, I guess, whatever. Okay, now here's me and my mom and my sister. Oh, wait, no. Okay, no, boom. That's good. Keep that one, Deb. That's my high school graduation picture. Same Wendy. Same nose, same cheeks, same teeth. That Fair Isle sweater. I was so preppy. But you know what I did? When I entered high school, my freshman year, I decided I didn't want this long hair anymore. It was popular to cut your hair a little bit shorter, but the feathers and the waves were popular, and I had never been into a hair salon. My bigger sister, Wanda, has a different grade of hair than I do. Wanda went to hair salons. Wanda's hair was more like, and I always akin it to Oprah because just thick and gorgeous. Now, that's good hair. Okay, now this is my mom in the middle, whose hair is very pillowy, fly away, fine, good hair. My sister's hair, she needs a cream of nature relaxer and that whole bit. But Wanda's hair is absolutely gorgeous. And then this is me, I'm in college here. This is probably my junior year in college. I think that's Convention Hall in Asbury Park, I know it is. And I think we're at like my brother's high school graduation. But I cut my hair myself for a very long time, including that right there. I would get, because I'm a crafter, and I always tell you, weekends to me mean Michael's, the beauty supply store. I like to stitch my own wigs. It comes from way back then. I would just take my hair and do this. My father, like many black men, you know, good hair, you know. Why'd you cut your hair? Why'd you cut your hair? So through the years, what has happened with me is between using Sun-In products and you know, cutting. I have thyroid disease, which naturally does some things to certain people who have the disease. For me, it's thinned my hair, in addition to already having naturally thin hair when I was born. And then my mother's side of the family, their hair, fine, thin, the fair skin, those genes kicked in. So I had all the odds working against me. So what I have under here is actually a whip of ponytail, probably as long as this microphone. It goes all the way down my back. My ponytail whip really does. But you know how thick it is? About as thick as this Sharpie. To me, that's not good hair. Good hair is hair that looks good on you. For me, I'm a showgirl. You know, maybe if I was a meek, mild-mannered personality that worked in the back of a library, you know, under cloak and a string of pearls, maybe my hair would be good hair for me, my natural hair. But I'm a showgirl, you know, bawdy. I'm a bawdy broad, and my natural hair is not bawdy broad hair. It's shh. Quiet, you know, so, but I do keep it long because when I want to answer the door for the UPS man or whatever, then, you know, around the house, my natural hair is always out and it's up like this. Although the other day I answered the door for the UPS man. This is after the show. I had my robe on, you know, I'm decent, but natural hair, scrubbed face. I had just come from the gym. My son was doing his homework. So I hear the doorbell ring and I go get it. It's UPS man and I'm signing for the package. White guy, mid-40s. I know you're wondering, what did he look like? Okay. White guy, mid-40s. So I sign, and I give him back the pen and the thing. He goes, let me ask you something. The gum wall, is the gum wall real? And I'm like, the first thing I can think of is, oh, you're seeing a moment. And as long as I see no camera phones, I'm fine with it. I just don't want you to ever see it. I like it all to be a mystery. But there's a little peek into, and I've been wearing wigs every day for, I would say, the past 10 years. My hair is too fine and too thin. Unfortunately, Derek, and you know, you can attest to this too, Jason, fine, thin hair does not do good with weaves. First of all, you could see my tracks most definitely. And second of all, whether it's glued in or whether it's sewn in, my hair is going to snap and break. That's why I wear wigs. And so, and I'm sure you guys see, I'm not the only one. It's just that for women, I think it's really hard for us to succumb to the idea of wearing a wig. I noticed in the movie they were often called hair systems. I think Peppa called it like, oh, this is one full piece. You know, it's a wig. Okay, let's move on. Okay. According to Gawker.com, the producers of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, are you ready for this one? Are working on a gay version for the franchise. Hold on. Called Kept. The show is going to air on Logo, which is the gay network, and it's going to focus on fabulous Manhattan party boys who like living the high life and being kept by wealthy men. You know what this reminds me of? That episode of Will and Grace when Hal Linden was the sugar daddy for a moment to Will. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you remember? They were fabulous. Anyway, I can't wait for this. They're hoping to begin filming in November of 2010. And in my opinion, there are several party boys and their keepers watching this show right now. So just know we'll be watching. Do we have oh, look, casting call. Good, Lorraine. She got me the casting call. Okay, the casting call went out recently asking for A-list gay men in their 20s and 30s with hot careers, taking fabulous vacations, second homes in the Hamptons, Pines, Bucks County, or Asbury Park, and in the know in the NYC social scene. They're hoping to have the cast members ready to film in November of 2010. I can't wait, boys. I can't wait. Kenny, can you just zoom in on my eyelashes? They're just so spectacular, they deserve to be featured today. Look, I know many of you are saying I'm holding my head like New York of I Love New York, but look, I'm featuring 3 strips of lash, and they deserve their close-up. I am feeling so wonderful. They're heavy, too. I can barely open my eyes. Okay. How are you?
How you doing, Wendy?
How you doing? Of course.
I wanted to comment on the movie. When I went to a black school, and then what I would notice is that the girls on the campus, the ones who even had short or fuller hair, or even the girls who didn't cut their hair and just let it, you know, grow and maybe get it a little long and string or whatever, it's always a natural reaction to go up to a girl and say, oh, that's a weave, instead of just saying, oh, is that your natural hair? When, you know, a lot of girls I found on campus did have like their natural hair, and they didn't have to resort to, you know, they didn't want to use a weave or a wig.
And I'm guilty of that also.
And it's, I don't know, I just feel like it's a natural reaction for if we see a black girl with really beautiful hair to just go, oh, it's fake. Or,
even if it's short, if it glows
even if it's short
too much,
and it's full or it's got body
full,
or something, yeah, then you automatically think, oh, it's got to be fake. It's not hers. And
yes.
I don't know. I just think it's kind of.
Thank you.
It's kind of sad.
Thank you. Do you have a comment? Now remember, everybody, because the entire studio audience just came from a screening on 42nd Street of Good Hair.
Yes. Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing?
Okay, first of all, I love you and I love your show, and I truly enjoyed the movie. Me personally, I always keep a sexy shortcut, and so I keep a perm. And but I wanted to say, after watching that movie, I felt like it was important for me to say to all of my beautiful sisters, because white women are wearing pieces and clips and wigs too.
When we talk about the sisterhood and include everybody,
everyone,
then
that's
we put the R on the end. That's sisters.
Sisters.
That means
exactly.
all of us.
And so
girls, all of us.
That's it, all of us. And so I just felt it was important to say that, you know, whether we rock a wig, a weave, perm, short, natural, whatever. It doesn't define who you are individually.
Inside.
Inside. And we're
I agree.
all beautiful.
I agree.
Thank you.
Now, the natural sister behind you might have a different perspective. I'd like to hear what you gotta say.
How you doing?
Oh!
Well, I'm from Atlanta. My name's Tamika. I live here in New York, and you know, I was watching the movie. I thought two things. One, this is my hair.
Yes.
I go to the Dominicans, and I thought that was, you know, my friend and I were discussing that whole Dominican piece and getting your hair done and roller set. I found it really made my hair healthy.
Yes.
And that wasn't something I saw. But the other piece was I thought my husband needs to see this movie because he needs to understand I don't do this for you. I do it for me.
Yes.
Do not touch my hair
Yes.
when I get back.
It's
from
beautiful.
The salon.
Do this. It bounces and behaves. You better work. Thank you. Thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
It's cute. Hair is such a woman thing. Men will never understand. Okay, look, according to TMZ, Dr. Phil is being sued by a woman named Shirley Du, and she's claiming that Dr. Phil held her captive in his production offices and forced her to stare at a naked man, and then Dr. Phil grabbed her left breast. Do you need details? No. Dr. Phil is always caught up in something. Prince has a new girlfriend. He's 51. Well, this is according to the London Daily Star. Her name is Bria Valente, and Prince has been showing her off all during Fashion Week. She looks a little Kim Kardashian / Vanity / Carmen Electra with the dark hair. He's got a type, and he sticks with that type. The pair were in the front row at the Chanel show, holding hands. There she is. We don't know anything much about her except that Prince says, or according to the article that I was reading, they were introduced when she was 18, and they became an item when he was producing her album called Elixir, which comes out apparently, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Listen, we've been asking you to send in videos of your kids doing their best. How you doing? Which is the official greeting of The Wendy Show, and our latest submission is here from a 3-year-old by the name of Jasmine from Brooklyn. She enjoys wearing her mommy's wigs, and with that in mind, take a look.
Hey, Wendy. How you doing? Hi, Mommy.
She even had cue cards. I love it. Keep the videos coming. Go to wendyshow.com for more information. Which Emmy Award-winning actress is saying no to Botox? You'll find out later on. And one more hot topic. But up next, Chris Rock is here. We're going to get to the root of good hair. And later, Ask Wendy. Monday on Wendy. All new. Dancing with the Stars, Debbie Mazur. Cha-cha-cha. I don't know how to do it, do I? Plus, V Factory performs. Girls, they're cute. And coming soon, Mario Lopez and Paris Hilton. Exactly. Monday on Wendy. Taking my cues from hair over there, I feel surrounded. These two, Hadia's over there, and now Chris is about to come out. Listen, our first guest is one of the funniest men in America, and I've had the privilege of attending his New York City premiere of his new film, Good Hair. I loved it. I thought it was informative, funny. It's a documentary, and it takes an in-depth look at the complex world of African Americans and our hair conundrums. Take a look.
Now, how much does this cost?
That's $1,000.
This is $1,000.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You come in, it's a maintenance. You gotta come in every 2 weeks or once a week for washing conditions. And every 6 weeks, you have to get it retied out.
Wow, this is amazing. $1,000.
Yes, it starts at $1,000.
It starts, so what's, I mean, how high?
You can go as far as $3,500.
$3,500?
Yes, yes.
And who's paying for this?
Ladies, working people.
Please welcome the hilarious, talented Chris Rock. You know,
I gotta say hi to him.
with me, the fakeness doesn't stop at the hair, Chris.
Hey, you gotta greet them. They're there.
But you want to know what? And they said hi to be greeted. Thank you.
God bless them.
And you know, Chris, here's my thing. And we're going to get into all the fakery of the hair because to me it all ties into everything and how a person needs to concentrate on being beautiful and authentic from the
inside.
Which is, I'm sure, which you and your lovely wife will explain to your daughters as life moves on.
Yes.
Look, the entire studio audience has seen the premiere, or has seen the movie. Yeah, they saw it just a couple hours ago, right, you guys? And then I was at the premiere that you were at in New York. I saw you on the stage, but you know, all the cool people were there, you know, and I'm sitting there and watching.
You one of the cool people.
Not so much. Corny girl from Jersey with a talk show. I like it that way, Chris. But you want to know what? I enjoyed your documentary. I thought that you did what a documentary was supposed to do. You informed, you entertained, and in true Chris Rock style, you managed to make it funny.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So explain where Good Hair, the movie, or the documentary, came about.
Okay. I was in Jersey.
Yes.
Driving one of my daughters from ballet, and she was, her little white girlfriend was in the back, and they were joking around, and my daughter started raving about her girlfriend's hair. Oh. She goes, "Oh, she's got such good hair."
And how old is she?
It's probably like 5 at the time.
Okay.
She's got such good hair. Oh, her hair's so beautiful, so good. Oh, I wish my hair was good. And
Was she playing with it?
She was playing with it.
And you're looking in the rearview mirror and your heart is breaking.
And I was like, I like this slight uncomfortable feel.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because you can't overreact in these moments.
No.
Because if you overreact, then your child will have a complex about her hair.
Right.
So you just keep it moving.
Right.
And get some ice cream at Friendly's or something. You know?
Right. Right.
You know.
So that is the that was the springboard.
That springboarded me to like call up HBO and like, okay, I want to do a movie about hair.
No, wait a minute.
I want to do a movie about hair, and I also wanted to do a movie about the Bronner Brothers hair show,
which is phenomenal. But did you ever consult Malak, your wife?
No, I didn't. I don't,
Yeah.
Because in my marriage, I mean, you work with your
husband.
But in my marriage, my wife is right 99% of the time.
Okay.
So you can't really do art with somebody that you listen to all the time.
Yes. So this was really fantastic, this movie. The concept of good hair. And I have to tell you, one of my probably light bulb moments, because, growing up in a black household with a black mother, I grew up with that grade that they call, I have that grade that they call good hair.
You have some great hair.
It's not great hair.
I mean, you're pretty now, but you're real pretty. And your sister's kind of cute, too.
Yes. She thanks you, too. Well, here's the thing, though, Chris. To me...
Were y'all like that fine family? Because every neighborhood got that fine family.
No, we were the black family. I grew up in Ocean Township.
Y'all the fine ones with the big...
Well, no, these are implants, Chris.
I dated this girl. The whole family had big breasts.
Yeah, no, I'm the only one. I bought mine.
Oh, okay.
And my hair.
Okay.
When I go home, I'm gonna get you sucker. I'm removing stuff. No, but look, Chris, here's the thing. Good hair to me is hair that you can manage, the hair that looks good. My hair is thin. It's not. You saw the pictures. Does Malak? I noticed she's working. Can we show the picture of Malak? Did we show it already? I didn't see. There it is. Your wife, Gorge, by the way.
Yes.
What is she working with? What is that?
She, I don't really know. Right now, her hair is braided. Okay. I don't ask questions, Wendy.
Okay, and you don't touch it? You don't touch it?
I don't touch it. I accept the hair that's given to me.
Gotcha.
If she walks in with purple hair, then that's how we roll.
Then that's how it is. Well, growing up, what was your... Because our son is now 9 years old, little Kevin.
Right.
And he has this definite idea of what he wants his future wife / girlfriends when he turns 16 hair to be.
Right.
And it would be my wigs, otherwise known as Beyonce's hair. He doesn't realize, that's a weave.
That is a weave.
Yes.
It's one of the great weaves of all time.
But he wants it all to be.
And it will win the Weave Olympics.
Yeah.
If there was a Weave Olympics and they were giving out gold medals, Beyonce's weave would be up there.
But he wants it to be growing from the roots. He doesn't want weave. He doesn't want wig. He wants real. Well, he wants it to be long.
He wants to be able to put his hands in there
Yes.
and hang out, not get a GPS.
What was your fantasy woman/hair when you were a young boy?
When I was a young boy, the one woman hanging on my door was Sade. And she had the pull-back ponytail.
Yes,
and she
with
had
the red
the
lipstick.
freckles and the red lipstick, and she was suave. But I mean, she was just unbelievable.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Do you remember the sportscaster Jane Kennedy?
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was like ideal.
She was amazing.
Yeah, back in my day.
She had good ass,
Here she
too.
is,
She had
yeah. And that was before weaves, and that was not a wig, and Jane had it going on.
She did have it going on. Yes, she did.
Yes. Well, you know, in the film, there were a few great points that you made. You know, Chris, one of the things that Chris talked about is how if black hair care products were, if we as black people had more ownership in them, other than like Bronner Brothers, I know there's Razak, there are a few of them, but if we had more ownerships, perhaps there would be more testing done, and we wouldn't be doing things like doing tests like we saw, melting soda cans and burning holes through chickens.
We could burn down this whole set
with perm cream. It's really
relaxer.
unbelievable.
Oh boy, we're trapped. Get some relaxer and make a trap door. Okay.
Hold that thought. More with Chris Rock after the break. What's up, Chris? Chris Rock is here. He's very funny. And, you know, aside from being funny and a family man, when you're not working, what do you do? Do you play golf?
I don't do anything. I play with my kids. That's it. I mean, I try to go and catch movies and stuff while they're in school or whatever. But when the weekend comes, it's like, okay, let's go see what's the meatball movie or whatever? Partly Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. There's a bubble show down the block.
Yes.
Let's go to the bubble show.
Does some of that come, of course, we all want to spend time with our kids, but does some of it come from working parent guilt?
I mean, I work a lot, but I'm home a lot. I'm home way more than the average person. Yeah, I may work for 2 months straight, but I might be home for 8 months straight. And I mean, like, I love being home. I love being home. And I just like playing with my kids. I mean, I'll catch a Yankee game, I'll go see the Knicks, I'll do those things. But even when I'm there, I always go, oh, I wish I was home putting Zara to bed. I wish, I've never been with my kids going, I wish I was at the game.
Oh, no, or the club.
Or the club. But whenever I'm with my, I'd rather be with my kids. I'd rather be with my family, wife, whatever, the whole thing.
Yeah. Now, your two daughters, I understand, want to have a play date with Sasha and Malia Obama.
Yes. They bring it up all the time. When are we going over, Daddy?
Over?
like I could just drive by one day, pull up.
Yeah. But your daughters have full recognition that you're famous. Because you've been famous all of their lives.
Yeah, it's weird. Zara, even yesterday, was like, Daddy, all the kids keep telling me I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky because you're my dad. I go, no, I'm the lucky one. I'm lucky. Yeah. I'm so lucky. Can I get a kiss?
Yeah. What do you remember about the first time you did stand-up?
Here's a weird thing. The first time I did stand-up, I killed. I got like a standing ovation and rocked the crowd and thought... And it was unbelievable. But my ego thought that was it. And then, like, the next time I did stand-up, like, I brought some girl with me, and I thought I was, like, like some big guy, and then I didn't get, like, a laugh for, like, 2 years.
And no nookie either, no doubt.
Nothing.
Not that night.
Nothing. So, I mean, the first time was great, but then you got to push that ego down.
Yeah.
You got to push that ego down.
Yeah.
And then it took me about 2 years to even get decent.
Yeah, and now you're absolutely A-list comic. Well, listen, do you...
I'm no Bruce. I love Bruce. If you're out there, Bruce, what's up?
So do I. Do you remember going on a blind date and meeting Nia Long for the blind date?
Yes, long time ago.
Hold that
thought.
we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to continue talking about good hair, the blind date, and Nia Long is going to join us. Tuesday on Wendy, all new. Ugly Betty's Anna Ortiz. She's spilling the secrets on the new season. Plus, how to get Hollywood fashions at your own department stores. Attention, Wendy shoppers. We've got a blue light special on looking hot. Meet me on aisle W. Tuesday on Wendy.
Braces, please. Camera set, stand by. Everyone, thank you.
The 1 unit.
1 unit. That's
a
wig. Please welcome Nia Long. Room?
Yes, we do.
I was telling Chris during the commercial that I like the intimacy of a nice, couch so we can talk and laugh.
I love it, and I
touch.
love that my feet hit the ground, because usually on shows I'm like this.
Oh!
It's the perfect height.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
See, you are and always have been such a beautiful young girl, beautiful woman. I know you're a mother now. You're rocking the short hair, the naturalness. So before we go on any further, let's talk about this blind date.
So long ago.
Well,
it's so memorable.
It was so.
Yes.
Gee.
Okay, so the first time
Back when they used to let white people be president.
So the first time you two met was on a blind date.
Yes.
Tell who set it up if you remember and how he behaved.
Actually, the hairstylist, I was on Guiding Light. The hairstylist worked on Guiding Light and Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
And she said, I have a guy I want you to meet. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's set it up. So it was Chris Rock. I had seen the show, but I didn't know. And he came to pick me up in Brooklyn, and we had a...
I met you at the show.
Oh, that's right, because it was the rap party.
Yes.
Right.
At SNL.
At SNL.
The rap parties are infamous.
Yeah, it was great. And
Rap party.
That's right. So then we went on a date after we kind of hung out, and he took me back to Brooklyn and dropped me off. And I'm like, okay, so I guess this is the part where you exchange numbers. Make a long story short, a week goes by, and I didn't hear from him. He gave me his number, and I'm like, God, I gave him mine. He didn't call me. And finally, I call him, and I dial the number, and this man gave me a wrong number.
Oh.
Can you imagine?
Now, why would we have done that? Did you do that purposely?
Yes, I did it purposely. She was kind of obnoxious.
No, I wasn't.
Here's what, you know how you go on a date and this one thing means we're not going out again?
Yes.
It could be like one thing.
Yes.
The whole thing could be fine.
Okay.
And then one thing could end it. And so at some point in the date, I go, are you seeing anybody, right? And she says, hey, she says, no, but I know where to get some if I need it.
But all these years later, you all can do business together.
Yeah. And I didn't have to worry about calling you for that.
Yeah.
So.
And it's all good. What a story. All right. I heard that when he came to you, Nia, about good hair.
So ladies, don't say that on a first date.
In an effort to seem like an independent woman, I am afraid that many women have probably said something like that.
Listen, I was young and honest.
And the margaritas were good.
Hey!
Dinner was going. All right, so I heard when he came to you about doing this good hair documentary that you cringed because the title is just a little unsettling to many black women. I know it's unsettling to me.
Yeah. It's associated with, lighter skin, mixed heritage, hair that's straight, hair that's more manageable. And I'm from Brooklyn. My family's from the islands. I spent a lot of time in Iowa, but my mom always taught me to celebrate my afro.
Yes.
And so when he said good hair, I was like, oh my gosh, I remember thinking, when I was a little girl, if I said that, my mother would pop me. Like, everybody has good hair. All hair is good hair. But I knew that Chris, in some sort of crazy way, was gonna just turn it around and make it something that we can all enjoy, we can laugh about, and it's a universal issue.
Yeah, you did do a really good job because this is a really sensitive subject.
Yeah.
So, your hair looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Wig, weave, extensions,
Right now?
what? Yes,
This is
just
me.
asking.
I cut it off.
It's beautiful.
I chopped it.
Do you ever wear wigs or weaves?
I have for certain roles, like Soul Food. I had a weave. That's a wig.
On the cover of
Essence.
the cover of Essence,
Yeah.
the new one.
We actually did three
Beautiful.
different looks. We did an afro look, a mid-length, and a longer length, and I guess they chose the middle
Did they let you keep
length. No.
What?
It was rent-a-weave. It was like
This is, I mean, you look really fly here. This
Rent a
is
wig.
really nice. Have you
Thank you.
ever had extensions or was anything down your back?
You mean like how you saw me in the documentary?
No, I mean down your. I mean like.
Oh, like super long, like stripper girl long?
Yeah.
No, I'm waiting for the next project. Then I'm gonna call you for some tips.
Now, you and I both have boys.
Yes.
Your son is 8.
Yes.
And mine is 9. And my son, for many years now, has had a very definite look that he wants in his future girl.
Oh.
Does your son have a very definite look?
He tends to, you know, he doesn't say it. First of all, he's in private school. He's one of very few black children. So it's kind of what he's exposed to.
Yeah.
I just want to teach him to love black women, and if whoever he marries is who he marries.
Yes.
He does like long hair, though.
Yes.
He says, Mommy, when you cut your hair, you look scary.
My son does not like the short wigs. But one thing I think that we can all agree on is that regardless of what your hair is, good, bad, short, long, whatever, the true beauty and the true essence of people is on the inside.
On the inside.
Yeah,
Not on the
absolutely.
outside. With that in mind, please go see this documentary. It's so good. I want to thank you both for being here so much.
Thank you.
Good Hair, everybody, opens today in selected theaters and nationwide on Friday, October 16th. Ask Wendy is next. Shout it out. Welcome back, everybody. It's a party here at Wendy, and it's time for Ask Wendy. How do you do?
How you doing?
Exactly.
Wendy, I just wanted to know, if a guy glances at the TV during sex, what does that mean?
Who's on TV?
It was a cartoon, X-Men.
X-Men? Mm-hmm. I mean, haven't you glanced at, haven't you been in the middle of watching something, whether it's Sex in the City or The Wendy Show, you don't want to miss something, and you just glance over.
That's not the point, Wendy.
I know. You know what? Well, in a perfect world, we'd all turn off the TV before we had sex. We'd also have pictures of our mothers, fathers, and children turned down or not even in the room. It doesn't, I would not be offended.
Okay.
I think. I wouldn't be offended. No, I wouldn't be offended. But turn everything off and down and on mute and stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm Betty from Baltimore.
Hi, Betty.
My situation is I've been dating this guy for a year, and it's really serious. We went to a party, and I met one of his friends. We had been drinking, and we were kind of left at the table alone. He propositioned me. If things don't work out, you can give me a call. I kind of brushed it off. Like, you're drinking, I'm drinking. Then come to find out, he propositioned my daughter, 21, like, you look just like your mom. We might should hook up sometime. What do? Do I handle it, or do I talk to my friend about it?
How long have you been friends with her?
Well, no, it was the male friend. It was the guy I'm seeing. It's been a year.
I'm sorry.
I've been in this relationship for a year. I just met his
I wouldn't
friend.
say anything. You know why? Because you have a witness and backup in your daughter.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, because I'm like, if he's liking her and liking me, what is that about?
Yeah. Well, you know what? It was the liquor. The devil's juice doesn't work. Okay?
Okay.
Right now, I wouldn't say